NFL 2K5 and NBA 2K6 had a feature called The Crib, and it starts off with a jump scare that would get most 2010 YouTubers crapping their pants. This feature was the game away from the game. It was your house. You could freely explore around and just design your place and interact with things. Majority of the stuff you could unlock through just playing the game. In NFL 2K5, you get crib points with every little thing you do. In NBA 2K6, you have set challenges to do. See how much stuff I got? Damn, I'm amazing at this game. Definitely one of the best of all time. Wait, don't show that. Don't show me cheating. Now, as far as which game has the better crib, I'd say NFL 2K5 by far. You could explore a lot more in NFL 2K5 and design a whole lot more. NBA 2K6 just locks you into one room and there are invisible walls, can't go here, can't go there, or go upstairs. The one advantage that NBA 2K6 does have is that you can freely move around. NFL 2K5 has you moving around like a Carmen Sandiego game or some shit. But exploring both is pretty cool. Look at the bobbleheads. Ew, what's up with these troll doll eyes? And the thing that made me laugh so much as a kid, and I definitely think someone on a development team was trolling with this one, Stephon Marbury. He has a bobblehead. They made his head so damn big, the top of it had to be sliced off in order for it to fit on the shelf. Bro, that's legit crazy. Like, they have Ben Wallace in this game, right? He is twice the size of Marbury, and he has an afro, and his bobblehead is completely intact, afro and all. Someone had it out for this man to make it look like a fusion between fucking Brett Gardner and Super Bonk's Adventure.
That shit is so disrespectful.
Exploring around, you come across some games you could play. Air hockey's pretty fun. Look how good I am. Okay, enough air hockey. Darts. I don't know why the cursor is shaking like a guy going through withdrawals, but fun game of darts. There are some games that are exclusive to NFL 2K5, like this NFL trivia one. Each question gives you a certain amount of money, but they also take away that amount if you get it wrong. And then there's paper football. An elementary school classic. You have 4 downs to get the paper football to the edge of the table where it's hanging over but doesn't fall off. Then flick the paper football through the finger uprights. I spent a good amount of time playing this, and it's one of those things that's so simple yet so fun. When you start out in the crib, your house is empty and has the lowest, cheapest looking items, like this table. 4 cinder blocks holding up a piece of wood. Who has cinder blocks and a piece of wood on standby to create this? I feel like that's more rare to have than an actual table. Once you get enough points, and not by cheating, shut up, you can customize your crib, and, at least in the NFL 2K5 version, there's a lot to customize and a lot of things to choose from. Like, you have posters, jerseys, mugs, cardboard cutouts, parking signs, rugs, and a bunch more. Now, the things you could choose from can be team specific, like look at this Chad Pennington cutout, or you could choose to have a poster of Trey Wingo in your house for some reason.
Shut up! Just shut up!
Or Chris Berman, or celebrities like WCW champion David Arquette, or Steve-O. Will you judge me too harshly if I have 3 Carmen Electra posters in my house? Well, guess what?
I don't give a fuck. After
putting in work and designing your own crib, it's a little satisfying walking through your house. What was once an empty husk of a place is now filled up with Jet stuff, so I guess it still is kinda empty. It's a fun gameplay loop. Just play the game, earn money, and put that money into your house. It's like the Chow Garden from Sonic Adventure, but for sports games. You know, minus the whole abuse thing you could do to the Chow. Ray Rice would be proud. You can even unlock cheats like these tiny players and big head mode. Even big head mode doesn't look as egregious as that Stephon Marbury bobblehead. But those of you watching were probably confused a second ago. Carmen Electra, Steve-O, David Arquette, what's with these celebrities? Well, Sega contacted celebrities to be a part of this game. And the way they're implemented is that they call you to play a game of NFL 2K5 and you play against them.
That's right, baby! Funkmaster Flex! I never heard of you! Don't call me again!
Now, as someone whose sole purpose was to just see the celebrities part and nothing else, this was kind of a pain because you have to just play the game and wait for them to call you. Or at least that's what I thought. I'm over here playing random ass games trying to get a call. I'm over here completing the ESPN mode and running a random franchise, but in actuality, you could just sit at a menu for long enough and you'll get a call.
Hey, it's Carmen. Want to give it a go?
No, I'm busy. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I lost the option to play the game. Now I gotta wait on a damn menu again for mad long. So you get a call from a random celebrity and you engage in a game of NFL 2K5 with them, and they have their own custom team. It's worth noting that Steve-O's team just goes by the generic name of Dream Team, and that's because in an interview, Steve-O said that his team name was supposed to be the Banana Tuggers, and I think that name would be tugging on the E for everyone rating. We can't have that, but we can watch a video on the TV of Steve-O on the toilet.
I don't know what kind of a rock and roll tour bus you're on, dude, but you've been playing this video game more than Steve-O, and you won. Congratulations, man. Yeah, dude.
Yes, this is the 100% reward for the game. It's also worth noting that Steve-O came out and said fairly recently that he was paid $100,000 to be in this game. Assuming every celebrity was paid the same, that would be $500,000 dedicated to the use of celebrities' voices and their still images. Considering this is a yearly release sports game that went for only $20, I feel like that's a lot of money, but what do I know? When playing against them, the game treats it as if it's a real person you're playing against. You can see their character selected icon, and you can even see them pick plays, and you have to wait for them to pick a play, something that's not a thing in the regular game. Also not a thing in the regular game is the trash talking they can do.
Give, receive, I'll receive.
Pause.
Seemingly every other play, the celebrity chimes in with a soundbite.
It's a tie, but not for long.
Some, like David Arquette, are pretty animated.
No! Ah! What? Come on! Oh, brother! Why? Why?
Some, like Jamie Kennedy, are pretty boring.
Okay, but now it's my turn.
Each celebrity apparently has their own playstyles that are based off of how well they play in real life. I don't really notice this except for, once again, Steve-O. He's essentially your average online scrub player. He constantly goes for 2 after a touchdown and onside kicks every time. After you beat your opponent, they are put on speed dial where you can play them again if you want. You also unlock their teams, and you unlock them as players. Like, if you can make yourself a 100 overall player, why would you make yourself a fullback, Funk Master Flex? Like, come on, at least pick a defensive end or something. You can head back to the crib and head on into the home theater and watch the behind the scenes for the celebrities, or maybe watch an old Sports Center commercial. And after all that, you can bask in your glory of your accomplishments in the trophy room. Ahem. Yeah, that's more like it. Now, this is it for the crib. Kinda. The NHL 2K games and the MLB 2K games had their own version of the crib. I guess because baseball and hockey are too white of sports to be associated with the term crib, so they call it the Skybox instead. The Skybox in both NHL and MLB 2K are largely the same. When you walk into the Skybox, you can see the Stanley Cup that I totally won on my own, and you can play the games we discussed already, but we have a new one, Shuffleboard. Watch, I'm gonna hit my opponent's disc.
This is #1 bullshit.
You can unlock cheats in the NHL 2K5 Skybox, and this leads to some rather strange looking arenas. Like, where the hell am I? Is this a glacier? Are those dinosaurs? Okay. The MLB 2K5 Skybox has multiple Skyboxes to choose from, but nothing really all that different. Look at that score, I'm the trivia champion. At least when they're not asking me old ass questions. 1936? Come on bro, that's old enough to be a Jake Paul opponent. The crib would eventually be discontinued, and now it's looked at as a nostalgic experiment. I wish this could have been expanded upon, but 3 out of the 4 series I talked about in this video are no longer a thing. And the only one that is never expanded on the crib and pretty much abandoned it. And maybe that's for the best, as it would have been turned into some kind of microtransaction thing where you can pull slot machines and hit the heavy bag and play E for Everyone Halo. Yeah, that's all a thing. In any event, this is kinda a time capsule of how games were made. Cheat codes, unlockables, fun little side stuff, and it's all free. Like I said, here's Steve-O on a toilet. You know this type of stuff is exclusive to its time period.